And joining me this morning from the Cable Area Chamber of Commerce is Heather. And how you doing this morning, Heather?
I'm great, Mark. How are you today?
Very good. We finally got our technologies to work and our schedules, even our schedules to finally solidify and say, yes, okay, we got this worked out. So sorry for all the email issues and other things of the past, but here we are and we're ready to roll.
No, it's
Um,
great. Wonderful.
good. What's happening in the cable area? Of course, Christmas brings a lot of activities. What's happening for the holiday season?
Well, we just got through our Christmas and cable events, which are always the first weekend of December. Lots of fun things going on. The town is all lit up. Maybe not quite as great as Hayward and their awesome Lure of Lights event, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a pretty drive around here. Garmisch is phenomenal. It's definitely worth the drive out to see all the beautiful lights at Garmisch, and their gigantic Christmas tree is absolutely beautiful. Lakewoods is absolutely decorated to the nines. So it's just really a great time of year to be up in the cable area and seeing all the beauty of Christmas. A little dustiness, snow, not quite as much as we'd like, but
I know. And it's looked like it could be melting this weekend with rain coming. So
oh well, let's
definitely,
hope not. We need to have a good year, good snow season. I think last year spoiled us a little bit, but yeah, we've got lots of things coming up in cable. A lot of our businesses are doing specials for the holidays and for New Year's Eve. One thing that the chamber is doing right now is we are holding it's called the Great Receipt Race. It's the Shop Local Holiday Challenge. And what it is for every $100 or every $25 you spend at a local chamber member business, so if you spend $100, you get 4 entries into a drawing for chamber dollars. So if you spend $25, you get 1 ticket. And then that started on Black Friday and on Small Business Saturday, which I'm sure you know is a day that encourages people to shop locally and spend their dollars locally, which up here, especially in the Hayward cable communities, our local businesses are kind of the lifeblood of our communities. I mean, they're invested in all of our things, all of our events. They support everything from the schools all the way up to our wonderful nonprofits. So those local dollars are super important. So for every dollar you spend in a cable chamber business, you get a ticket for every $25 you get a ticket. And that started Black Friday. On Small Business Saturday, you get double tickets. And on our Christmas and cable, which was the 2nd of December, you get double tickets. If you have those receipts, it doesn't matter that those dates have passed. If you have those receipts, you bring them in and show them to us at the chamber, and we'll give you those tickets. They go in a drawing, and then those go all the way up to Christmas Eve. So any sales up to Christmas Eve, and you then are entered in a drawing. The top prize is $200 in chamber dollars, which can then be spent at any chamber business. And when I say any chamber business, you can buy gas at Rocky's Service or the Cable Triple G, or you can get pizza at the Loon Saloon or have dinner at Lakewoods. You can use them anywhere. Cable lumber, you can go buy lumber. So it's really a great deal. And I mean, all you have to do is spend money locally, which, we know a lot of people do at the holiday season.
Well, and there's a lot of great, specialty stores, especially along Main Street. And then, the different areas in the out areas have their little gift shops and some of their logoed apparel that people might like. So, yeah.
Right. And I mean, those kind of things make great gifts. People love apparel from Northern Wisconsin, all of our fun local bars and businesses. And, and the merchandise is such a big deal now. You can get t-shirts and sweatshirts and hats and travel mugs. And I mean, it's amazing the amount of cool material and merchandise you can get at, just the small businesses around the area. So a lot of opportunities to buy locally. So we're really, really encouraging that. And we're hoping that this Shopping Local Holiday Challenge really encourages people to spend their money in local businesses.
Right. Yeah. And now you also have a Christmas cash raffle going separately.
Yes.
What's that about?
We have our annual Christmas cash raffle, $10 tickets. We draw it very similar to Hayward. We draw every day in the chamber office, and started December 1st, goes all the way through the 31st. We are day 13 now. So there's still lots of prizes, including our top prizes, which are $1,000. We draw $2,000 winners on Christmas Day. We draw two $250 on Christmas Eve, and two $250 winners on New Year's Eve. And then we also have, this one's a little bit different than Hayward's, is we do a Secret Santa, which is a $500 random drawing. And we haven't done either one of those yet. So there's still, what is it, the 13th? There's still several weeks of opportunity to win. And we only have 1,200 tickets total. And we've only got, I think we've got about 40 tickets left. So you can still buy them, and then they repeat also. So if we draw your ticket today, we write you a check, and then it goes back in the bucket. So you can actually win multiple times on the same ticket, which it's really fun. And then we have this big electronic board out in front of the chamber, big red letters, and it rotates. And so you get your name on the board, and that's actually almost, the fame is almost a bigger deal than actually winning the money for most people. We have people that come and take their picture standing in front of the board because they won and they're so excited. People buy these tickets for their grandkids, and then the grandkids are just so excited to win a little Christmas money. So the smallest prize is $50. Those are our weekday prizes, are $50. But for a $10 ticket, it's pretty decent return. So people really love it. And it's a great fundraiser for the chamber. It gets us a little cash flow at this time of year. And it's just a lot of fun for people. So we've still got tickets available. If you want to stop in the chamber, you certainly can. $10.
Sure. Yeah. I think I might do that, because I did it for the Hayward Chamber. I'll have to come out there and get some cable ones too.
Yeah, for sure.
So that covers the holiday. What do you have cooking for the new year?
Well, a lot of our local businesses have New Year's parties. Some of our finer dining establishments have amazing, like 5-course New Year's dinners. The Playmore on Nimmokagon has a phenomenal dinner planned. You got to call for a reservation because, of course, they've only got 2 seatings. Four Seasons Resort, Studemeyer's Four Seasons Resort on Lake Nimmokagon, which is an absolutely gorgeous resort, has a fancy, they call it the black, white, and bling party. So you're supposed to dress in black and white and wear lots of glitter and glam jewels. And they have 2 parties. They have an early party, and that's for the people who want to be in bed by midnight. You can watch the early time change New Year's, and then they have another one that's actually at midnight. So that's always a really fun one. Lakewoods will have some wonderful food and dining and stay overnight specials where you can come and party. They've got Jeff Lovin, who is the funnest, most creative one-man band that I think I've ever seen. He's absolutely amazing. You can just yell out any song and the guy can play it, and it's amazing. So he'll be there on New Year's Eve. He is an absolute crowd pleaser. So you can get a room at Lakewoods, go and have a phenomenal dinner, be entertained, have music, dancing all night, and be in one place. You don't have to worry about driving. You don't have to worry about any of that. You can sleep in the next day and then have an awesome breakfast at Lakewoods. So We got a lot of
Yeah.
places that are having parties.
Yeah.
The Loon Saloon does they call it the Old Farts New Year's, which is same thing. They have
That
a
would
New
be
Year's
me.
party. There you go. It used to be so funny to me, but now it's like, man, that sounds great. That they have a 6 o'clock New Year's party, so you can come in and
Right.
celebrate and wear a hat and blow a horn and throw confetti and celebrate together and be together, and then you can be home tucked in bed by 9 o'clock, which sounds pretty good to
Right.
me. So there
Yeah.
are just lots of fun things going on. We really hope we're going to get some snow, which definitely will be good because it's a great week between Christmas and New Year's for visitors to be here. Everybody wants to ski. Everybody wants to snowmobile.
Right.
Snowmobiling, I don't know that we're going to get lucky this year like we did last year. However, the American Birkebeiner, of course, the start line of the American Birkebeiner Ski Foundation is right here in Cable, up at Telemark, the former Telemark Lodge, and now soon
Yep.
to be Mount Telemark Villages. Birkebeiner has amazing things going on up here, but they've been making snow, and so it's been cold enough, and I guess the
I was going to
conditions have
say
been
they got snowmaking. Yeah.
yeah, they have a cup, I want to say at least a mile to 2 miles of ski track done up here. So you can
Wow.
ski up here, even though there's just a dusting of natural snow. They're making snow. And so, you can even ski up here, which is wonderful because people are just anxious to get out there and hit the trails and get ready and start practicing for the Birkebeiner for sure.
Yeah. And hopefully there's enough snow for the North End Snowshoe Classic coming up on January 6th.
Yes, that is super fun. The North End Classic has been going on for several years. I think we're going on 9 years for that. But it's just a fun snowshoe race. They have a meal afterwards. They have bread from Tilly's Pies and homemade jams from the Cable Church. And everybody gets together, does their snowshoe race, and then meets at the North End Trail Cabin and spends a little time visiting and getting geared up for the season. But it's a snowshoe race, so we need some snow, but it's really
Yeah.
a fun event.
You need snow.
We need snow.
Right.
Yeah, everybody needs to do the snow
And
dance.
then I saw on your website, and I'm sorry for the technical glitches we might be having. I think my internet is going slow again here at the station, but I also wanted to mention the Barstool snow ski races happening in Drummond.
Yeah, a little further on in the winter, the Drummond Snow, they're actually Drummond Dirt and Snowjacks. Drummond Dirt and Snowjacks. Barstool races are always President's Day weekend, so it's always the Saturday of President's Day, which I think this year is the 17th of February. And what started out as a little race behind the Black Bear Bar in Drummond is now a big event. They've now created a new race course down at the Drummond Park where they've expanded their space. The Snowjacks put on an amazing event. And if you've never seen someone sit on a bar stool that is strapped to skis flying down a slope, then you haven't lived, I don't think. I mean, it's quite an amazing thing. I mean, and there's prizes. There's a women's only category called the Powder Puff. There is also points and prizes for creativity. I have seen everything from a reconstructed Sherman tank on a bar stool with skis to a Three Little Pigs. There was a group that dressed as the Three Little Pigs, and they had a house. They had a house that they rode down the hill on. It's amazing the creativity people get. So that is super, super fun. That is always that Saturday of President's weekend. It's a huge fundraiser for the Drummond Dirt and Snowjacks, who groom all the trails in the Drummond area. it's really a great time. So that is definitely one you'd want to put on your calendar. And then the week after that is the Berkey, which we all know is enormous for up here. The Berkey that went from a little ski race of 32 people from Telemark to Hayward is now the size that it is, in an entire week's worth of amazing, fun, creative events. And then the week after that, up here, is the world's longest weenie roast, which is another snowmobiling event that's got snowmobile races. They have the Snow Outlaws come and do their world championship finals here, where they're racing their snowmobiles up in the 100+ miles an hour on a track.
Right.
Quite a spectacle. And then they have citizens races where you can just challenge your friends, and they have a track where you can race your friends. So that is always a really fun weekend. And a gigantic weenie roast out on the lake, which you can't beat that.
Where else can you do that? Yeah.
Nowhere.
Well, we'll talk more. We'll talk more about the January, February events in January. Thank you for the update for this month. We appreciate your time and your enthusiasm. I love it. So we'll connect with you next year.
Yeah. Oh, yikes. Next year. I need a better year next year. We definitely need to look forward to a great 2024. So you have wonderful holidays, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
You as well, Heather. Thank you. It was Heather from the Cable Area